Hey guys!
Hey guys! So we've really been slacking on our vlogging lately because, well, to be honest, we've just kind of been down in the dumps. And we've been working. And we just haven't. I had grand plans of vlogging when I was in Asheville and it didn't happen. I have like a minute of vlogging.
I thought about vlogging in Austin, but it was just too hot.
Too hot. So here we are. It is Wednesday.
Hump day? Yeah!
I need to change our vlogging days so that it doesn't fall on hump day. So today we are going to do a get to know us better vlog. There's several tags out there with questions. So we figured we would let y'all get to know us a little bit better. Tomorrow we have our follow-up appointment with the doctor. So we shall see how that goes. I'm freaking out. We have lists of questions to ask and hopefully we get some answers.
Pages upon pages upon pages.
I don't have that many questions.
No.
Wow. So anyway, here you go.
Question number one.
Get to know the Goldens. How long have you been together? See if he gets it right.
Now, are we talking about being
Both.
married or?
Both.
Okay. Well, being together, we've almost been together for 5 years. It'll be 5 years in August.
Good job.
And being married, it will be 3 years, the 25th of June.
Yay! Brayden's goal is how long? Since we started dating, you've been trying to
5.5.
You've been trying to beat my longest relationship. So I beat his like 3.5 years ago. So my longest relationship was 5.5 years. So he's almost there and he's
And she
counting
still
down.
hasn't gotten it yet. What is your problem?
Where did we meet?
Uh,
Okay, there's several answers to this.
well, the first time that I saw you was in 2004 at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
I don't remember that. So the quick story goes a little something like this. Brandon and I met in 2000, yeah, apparently. When we both worked for the Detroit Pistons. I was a receptionist and he was coming in to apply to do security. So I apparently gave him an application, took his application, called and set up his interview, took him back for his interview, to which he remembers all of it and I remember none of it. So, the second part to this question is that we met
On a flight
yeah, go ahead.
back from Narita, Japan.
And Narita's like right on the outskirts of Tokyo. So I was on a 6-day trip, he was on a 3-day trip, and our crews kind of joined together to work back to Detroit. And I got on the plane, and we were talking, and Brandon didn't know what was going on.
She wanted me.
So he was standing up at the boarding door with me, and
She was flirting with me.
we were both flirting.
No, you were flirting with me more.
Okay,
I was playing hard to get.
Probably. So we were talking and I thought that he looked familiar. So I asked him if we had flown together before, to which he responded, no, but we have met before.
And you have 13 hours to figure out where we met.
Yep. So the answer to the 13-hour, you have to figure it out, was the Palace of Auburn Hills when we worked for the Pistons, but I didn't ever remember that. So, question number 3. Where was your first date?
Oh, come on now. Well, I took you out to dinner. We went to the Olive Garden.
Yes.
And then we went to Rosie O'Grady's.
We did.
And
And that's it.
she came over and spent the hooker.
So bad. Stop it. Yes, that's what we did. That is all. Rosie O'Grady's and Olive Garden.
And she wore my Pistons tearaway pants.
Oh, whatever. Okay, so adding on to...
Which, by the way, I never got back from you.
I think my brother has.
It's cool.
So adding on to how we met, we flirted the whole flight. We flirted the whole flight. And then we landed in Detroit finally, and he hadn't given me his phone number. I thought that he had given it to me once, but he didn't. So he hadn't given me his phone number. So when we got outside, we were talking, and he said, "Hey, do you have a Facebook?" I was like, "Oh my word, yes." He's like, "Look me up on Facebook." So I got in the car and I was like, "I'm not looking him up on Facebook." That was the worst line I've ever heard. And are you kidding me? Look me up on Facebook? Well, then the more I got home and the more I talked about him, I thought, all right, well, I'll look him up on Facebook. Because then if I put that first move out there, then the ball is in his court for whatever happens next. So I emailed him on Facebook, and he wrote back within like 2 seconds. And the story was that he thought I was married because I had a ring on this hand, but it was just a silver band. And the real reason was my fingers were bloated and it didn't fit on this hand anymore, so I put it on this hand. So we went out the next day on our first date, and every day
Why
after
are you
that-
looking at that?
No, stop. Stop touching it. Okay, so our first date was the very next day. What was your first impression? We'll both answer this.
You had a badonk dog. Damn.
God, Brandon.
Why you like that? No. My first impression of you, you just had, I don't know, that you had that smile. It was a really cute smile.
Like that?
Yeah, minus the missing tooth.
Hey, I've got an extra tooth from when you saw my smile the last time.
Yeah.
Or the first time. My first impression of you was I thought you were a creeper. Because when we were on the bus on the way to the airport, you were like eavesdropping on my conversations with my crew members.
But you didn't know that.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
No,
I
you
did.
No, you didn't. You were too busy with your stunner shades on.
They were pretty cute sunglasses. I wish I knew where those were.
That was almost a disaster.
That was almost a disaster. What is a weird habit of your spouse? So what is a weird habit that I have? This is getting sketchy real quick.
Yeah. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, love. Okay, come on.
Your biggest weird habit is that you grind your teeth at night.
I do. I don't mean to. And I don't know that I'm doing it.
I've never heard somebody grind their teeth more than
Yeah.
you
Well, I grind my teeth when I'm stressed out. So.
do, which is every day, so I don't know if it's me.
Oh no. Brandon's weirdest habit is he has an obsession with white t-shirts. You do.
So?
No. He has like a million like white, like when I say white t-shirts, I mean like undershirts. And he has to wear them under everything, and if it starts to get stretched out, he has to change it immediately.
Like, this is bothering me right now.
So I'm trying to get him into the V-neck so that we don't have to worry about it, but I know he's having like heart palpitations right now
Yeah.
because he doesn't like his chest showing.
No.
So we'll go out and he'll bring like 2 extra white t-shirts that will be in the car at all times in case it gets stretched out and he has to change.
It's a true story.
That's weird.
I didn't know that was a weird obsession.
Habit? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I have something else that's
Oh, God.
right.
What?
I'm just not
What?
gonna say it. No.
What?
No.
Go ahead.
Nope.
I'm not scared.
What's the next question? I'm surprised that you didn't say something else.
What?
I have to take at least 3 showers a day.
I have another one. Hold on. So yeah, Brandon's obsessed with showering. He showers constantly. Like 2 or 3 times a day.
And it's not that I don't smell.
And when he gets out of the car, he has to hit the lock button. He has to hear it go beep beep like 3 times before he really thinks it's locked. You can just click it to where all the locks lock the doors, but he has to actually hear it beep, and he has to hear it beep like 3 times.
And I have to make sure that the door is locked before we go to bed.
Even though he knows we lock it every time we come in the house, he has to make sure that the door's locked.
That's not a habit.
That's a habit.
No, you call that something else.
OCD.
Yeah, I guess.
I like this one because we've had this conversation. What animal resembles your spouse? We've had this conversation, and when Brandon's tired, you don't really have it right now, a little bit. When Brandon's,
I would have pushed you off the chair.
when Brandon's tired, he gets dark circles under his eyes, and I call him a lemur because he looks like a lemur. What do I look like?
A Saint Bernard.
I don't look like I look like a Saint Bernard.
No.
So we have nicknames for each other, right? And we've always said, because I'll like plop on top of him. And since like the first week of us dating, he said that I plop on him like a Saint Bernard. Like I throw out like I'm dead weight and I'm just plop. So.
Don't do that.
Don't you?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, what was the question?
What animal do I look like?
A teddy bear.
A teddy bear?
Yeah.
Why are you like scared?
Because I'm scared. I don't know
That's
what you're
not
gonna
an
do.
animal. It's not a real animal.
Well, if I call you a giraffe, you're gonna hit me.
No, I'll take a giraffe.
Okay, you look like a giraffe.
Because I'm spotted and tall and
Yeah. You got the long neck.
I have a long neck. I've actually heard that I look like a giraffe before. That's not the first time.
Okay.
I'll take it. Okay. First thing that you noticed about your spouse.
Besides the hole in your tooth.
You guys, okay. So we just discussed how I grind my teeth when I'm stressed out, right? Well, in my previous relationship, I was stressed out all the time. And I had just ended that one, like 6 months before I met you?
Yeah.
So I was grinding my teeth a lot because I was stressed out because he was a jerk-faced kid. So I actually woke up one morning on that trip and I had ground my teeth so badly that I completely broke a tooth off. And it was over here. So I had a big hole where a tooth should be when I met Brandon. I don't know why. He apparently likes Toothless Tootie. So besides the big hole in my teeth, what did you notice?
I noticed it was your smile, your eyes, and your long hair.
Oh, God. If I hear one more thing about the long hair.
Yeah.
It was in a bun when you met me, I think, wasn't it?
No.
I don't remember. I think the first thing I noticed about you was your laugh. And I still love your laugh. Like, I can hear your laugh from the other side of the room and it makes me laugh. See? I can't help it. And then when he laughs really hard, his eyelids flip. Like, you know how, like, in elementary school, boys used to flip their eyelids? His eyelids flip when he laughs really hard, and it's hilarious. What are your fears?
I don't have any.
Mine are sharks and heights.
I don't have any. No, my biggest fear, I mean, yes, I'm afraid of heights, but...
Which is funny,
and
since we're both
yeah,
firemen.
yeah,
So
but
whatever.
my biggest fear is dying.
I don't like that one either.
My biggest fear is dying. My second biggest fear is having somebody come to my door to tell my family that I won't be coming home.
This just took a morbid twist. You know, okay, so mine are sharks, heights, and actually, lately especially, and I say this to you all the time, is I want to die first. Like, one of my biggest fears is Brandon dying before me, because, like, I would die all on my own. How tall are you? Okay, so I'll answer this first, because I know Brandon's going to lie about his. So, barefoot, I'm 5'9.5". Barefoot. And you are?
5'7".
Oh, you didn't lie. You always say you're 5'8" or 5'9".
It says on my license that I'm 5'8".
But you're 5'7".
Yeah, I think I... Filipinos, they shrink when they get older.
What is your zodiac sign? We're both the same sign, so this is easy.
Both Leos. Rawr.
And I think that's why we fight a lot. Because we both want to be in control all the time. What are your favorite foods? Anything I can eat. Anything I can eat.
No, you like pierogies.
My favorite foods are pierogies, pizza,
Okay, that's enough.
ravioli, manicotti, bread, bagel.
My
Ice
favorite.
cream.
I'm gonna let you answer this one. What's my favorite?
Chicken
food?
Alfredo. Not chicken Alfredo, chicken Parmesan. No.
You really don't know me, do you?
Says the man that told a waiter just a couple weeks ago that I don't like sour cream and I bathe things in sour cream. You love chicken Parmesan.
More than Chinese food?
Well, Chinese food makes you poop.
I can't believe you just told me.
Okay, what's a nickname only your family calls you?
Jesse.
Jessie. Because everybody else calls me Jessica. My family calls me Jessie. My brother used to call me Kaka, which stuck for a little while, and then it stopped sticking. Bran. Tanya calls you Bran.
Okay. What's the other one? Oh, your family's my family too.
B.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Do you have any weird phobias?
A weird phobia.
I'm scared of boats. But
No,
so
you're
I'm scared of boats because I can't swim and I don't like deep water that I can't touch in.
Right.
So it all kind of goes together. So I guess that's one phobia. I don't like water that I can't touch. But then the boats, because if the boat breaks down or sinks, then I can't touch in the deep water. And really it all stems because I'm scared of sharks and fish. Like, I hate when you're in a lake and fish start nibbling on you. That's not normal.
It's like a pedicure or whatever.
No. Like, that's that fish foot pedicure thing. Sissy couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Do you have any weird phobias? You have to sleep with the nightlight on.
I'm 30 years old and you're telling me I need to sleep with the nightlight on?
We have to have 2 nightlights on, and if one of them is not on, he freaks
I freak out.
What is one of your nervous habits? Like, what do you do when you're nervous?
I bite my nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I poop.
You do.
I do. I get nervous belly, and I have to poop. And I'm not ashamed of it.
Nope. There's no shame in her game.
What side of the bed do you sleep on?
Close to the door.
Yeah, but I don't play by those rules on layovers.
I usually sleep close to the door, even on layovers. When we're together,
When we're together,
I sleep close to the door.
Every layover we've been on lately, I've slept closest to the door.
Well, yeah, dude, we're in a different state. I don't know what's gonna come through that door.
But usually I like to be on whatever side is closest to the window, is usually how I roll.
I'm usually close to the door. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what was your first stuffed animal and its name that you remember?
I had a Cabbage Patch doll. His name was Benny.
Benny, boo boo, boo boo boo. Oh. I think, well, I don't remember, and I'm sure my mom's gonna correct me on this. But the first one that I remember was a stuffed bear, and she was netty looking, but I loved her, and her name was Angie. And I had
Angie Pandy.
I had a slight obsession with my baby blanket, and my mom was over the baby blanket, and she claimed to have cut it up and made a dress for Angie, but she had other blankets hidden. Something like
I
that.
also had a pound puppy
You did, and he's in our spare bedroom.
named Pumpkin. Yeah. And Teddy Oxman.
What is the drink you get at Starbucks? We don't really go to Starbucks that often,
No,
but when we do, I get a white hot chocolate.
I'll either get caramel macchiato or one of those frappuccinos.
Yeah, I like the vanilla bean. Is that the one I like?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so that was getting to know us.
I hope you liked it.
If you did, hit that like button. Are you going to talk?
No, I got scared.
If you did, hit that like button.
And if you haven't, subscribe. Subscribe.
And until next time,
See ya.